basketball fans, and welcome to the Pratt Auditorium at Conant High School in Jaffrey, New Hampshire for our Game of the Week coverage, Division III basketball, and it's a good one. Very, very cold night outside, temperature right around 0. What a hot matchup in here tonight with the defending D3 champs, the Conant Orioles, playing host to the 3-0 Hopkinton Hawks. Pete Terrier, along with our videographer Jen Chick, excited to bring this one to you. Our first coverage after the season with the video. And tonight, as I said, a good one. Conant 2-0 on the season in D3. They actually won the Keene Holiday Classic with wins over D1 Keene, the host team. They beat D2 Lebanon, and then they beat a team out of Smithfield, Rhode Island to win that championship. They are led by their all-everything senior captain, Rob O'Brien, averaging 31 a game. And then, of course, his counterpart, Eli Hodgson, the big man, who's averaging 16 points a game. For Hopkinton, they got a good big man of their own. Gabe Nichols, 6'5", senior forward. He's averaging 26 a game for the 3-0 Hawks, and he gets some help by slick shooting guard Liam McNicholas, coming in averaging just under 14 points a game. The Hawks, high-scoring team, they're averaging just about 75 a game in their 3 D3 wins. So we're excited about this one. We'll get all the highlights, come back after the game with our post-game reaction. It's Conant and Hopkinton on nhsportspage.com. Conant, tap one by Hopkinton, and they will start off on offense. Nichols tries to put up a shot. It will not go. Rebound loose, picked up by Kyle Carlin of Conant, headed back the other way. Goes in the right corner, Panagiotis on a strong drive, takes it to the basket and scores. Conant up early, 2-0. The basket by Panagiotis and the foul. O'Brien now to Carlin, top of the key, takes a pull-up jumper from inside the arc, can't get the bounce. Nelson goes high for the rebound. McNicholas up ahead to Nichols. Nichols jams it down! Gabe Nichols gets Hopkinton on the board, but just back the other way. Wheeler hits a quick jumper, and it's 14-2. Here's O'Brien, left side to Grenier, now to Hodgson, middle of the floor, right side Carlin. Carlin brings it middle of the floor, pump fake, throws it to Hodgson. Hodgson puts it on the floor, strong drive, and the foul! Eli Hodgson with his second basket. He's got 5 points and heading to the line for a 3-point play for the Hawks. Here's Wheeler in the front court. Wheeler gets it to O'Brien, quick jump three, and he swishes it. Rob O'Brien, second three of the game. He's got 8 points, and the lead is 35-9. Panagiotis. Carlin with it, left wing. Cross-court pass, O'Brien had to go high to catch it. Back cross-court to Carlin, pump fake, steps inside the arc, and drains a shot from 18. Kyle Carlin with another jump shot. It's 39-11, 28 points. Left-hand side, Rose. Down the lane, Luno, lefty finish. Pretty move, Luke Luno is second. Housechild got his pass picked off by Carlin, up ahead O'Brien. O'Brien, reverse layup and the foul! Way through the third quarter, 31-point lead for the Orioles. Pass picked off O'Brien, ahead of the pack, jams it down! With Bilodeau and Panagiotis, and a steal. Nichols behind his back, nice move, gets it to Rose for three, and swish. Wes Rose gets on the board for the first time, and the lead is 55-28. At the other end, Luno missed a short one, defensive rebound. Wheeler up to O'Brien, sweeps down the left side, off the window. Probably the last we're going to see of Rob O'Brien. The lead is 71-36. 3-ball McNicholas, he's been heating up. 71-39. Or Murphy, sorry. Murphy with it, the freshman. And he's going to dribble out the clock, and Conant's going to win this one, 81-48. Here with Coach Eric Saucier of the Conant Orioles. Impressive victory tonight, 81-48 against Hopkinton. Coach, this was a team coming in that was scoring a lot of points, averaging about 75 a game. They were 3-0 in the division. You guys have been tested in the early part of the season during the holidays, but this was probably kind of a measuring stick game for you guys to see kind of where you were after the holiday break, and I think you guys passed the test for sure tonight.
Yeah, from the Christmas tournament, we've had some good games against a good Lebanon team. We were lucky enough to play Central and a good Smithfield team in Keene. So we played upper-level teams, and I think that definitely benefited us tonight. The one thing we talked about from the Christmas tournament was we weren't coming out with a lot of intensity. And the other day in practice, we came out, started our shell drill, and there was a ton of intensity. And I asked the guys, I said, why can't you come out like that? I mean, if you come out like that, you set a tone. And I think we did a good job of that tonight and came out and set a tone defensively, for sure. Yeah, you certainly did. It was like 9-0 before they even,
realized that they were in a ball game. And at the end of one, 25-6, you're up 44-13 and you at the half, and then you basically cruise from there. Offensively, you guys were clicking. I mean, Panagiotis was lighting it up. Rob O'Brien really kind of caught fire in the middle part of the game. Eli had a good game. I heard he was under the weather tonight too. But I really thought that defensively they couldn't even get the ball up over half court against that pressure.
Yeah, that's what we pride ourselves on. And like I said, in the Christmas tournament we got away from that, but tonight we got back to that. And we knew they're big. They're a really big team, and we're not big besides Eli. So we knew we wanted to pressure the basketball and make it tough for them to get it inside to Gabe, who we know can score a lot.
When you get a performance like that out of Nick, I thought Wheeler also played very well for you guys. Carlin is always a contributor for you, but when you can get those third, fourth, fifth guys into the act, it makes you real tough to beat.
Yeah, it sure does. We preach defensively, it's going to be all five guys. If one guy's not playing D, they're going to find that guy, and we talk about that offensively too. Everybody's going to be ready to score. Everybody's going to be in scoring position. The first couple games, not everybody was looking for it. And if you're not ready, you're not going to score. So we preach about confidence, trusting each other, and the guys are doing a good job of that.
Well, certainly an impressive performance by Conant tonight. They win at 81-48, 3-0 in D3 early in the season. Standing here with some of the members of the Conant Orioles after their impressive win against Hopkinton tonight, 81-48. We got Eli Hodgson, Rob O'Brien, Nick Panagiotis over here. Now, Nick, I want to start with you because I thought you really set the tone tonight coming out and shooting the basketball. That first quarter, you guys were up 9-0, and 7 of them were from you. You ended up hitting 3 threes later on in the game, finished with 16 points, but I talked to the coach about this. These guys are known as your 1-2 punch. They're going to provide a lot of the scoring along with Kyle Carlin. But when a guy like you can step up and drop in 16, that really makes it so tough to beat.
Well, my friend Eli over here, he's one of our captains. So he told me to step up, and he told me to step up. So I figured, I'm not going to let him be tired the whole game. He's our big man, 6'4". Come on, I'm not going to let him take it all.
Well, I heard that he wasn't feeling too good either. A little bit of a flu. I think I should stand back a little bit, but you certainly, I don't know, maybe it was adrenaline or whatever, but you had a big first half, 10 points. You had, 6 of them in the first quarter, and then a couple of baskets, but did it kind of catch up to you in the second half?
It definitely caught up to me in the second half. I was tanked by the second quarter. That's why I kept calling for subs throughout the game, which never happens for me, but just to be able to come out here and play with the guys, even when I'm sick, that was the most important thing. And I was just glad that I could come out here and help get the win.
And it's a lot of fun watching this guy play, Rob O'Brien, 22 points in the game. The highlight of the game for me, the steal at half court, and then the jam. What's going through your mind in a situation like that when you know that no one's in front of you and you know that it's basically, I'm either going to look real foolish if I miss this jam or I'm going to look pretty good on a highlight?
I mean, I've been practicing that at practice, just attacking the rim as best as I can every time I get the chance. So as the floor was open, I got the steal and no one was in front of me, so I just went up and threw it down.
How about the defensive effort by you guys? I mean, you guys play a real fun brand of basketball. Pressure from the get-go, full court. They were having real problems just, handling the basketball. I mean, does it make it more fun to play when you play that kind of defense?
Yeah, we try to get them out of their comfort zone and make them uncomfortable, so they're not used to that because not a lot of teams do that. So it's exciting to see see they're scared and just keep attacking them every single time and just doing whatever we can with it.
And Nick, you guys seem to really enjoy it as a team when some of those younger kids, the reserves, were in at the end of the game. You know, Gonsalve had 8 points. You know, you're getting baskets. You know, Kyle Dupuy out there. Bilodeau finally got one to fall. You know, your little brother as well. But that, you guys really, they practice so hard against you guys every single game. It's kind of nice when the game, you know, gets out of control a little bit and you guys get a chance to sit at the end, and you guys really enjoy watching them do their thing at the end.
Well, I was once that nervous kid too, and so, you know, as we put them, like, make them feel comfortable, then they start getting into the game too, so that's what helps. Let's
talk to you, Eli. One last one for you guys. Defending champs, you got all these banners around with all the championships. You know about the history, you've been around it. You know, your family name is synonymous with Conant basketball. Your senior year now, how do you keep motivated throughout the year, throughout the rest of the year, just to keep this thing going and do what you need to do to go back-to-back to end your high school career?
Well, every single time in practice, Coach reminds us that we all have one goal. And he's like, he's never going to smile and he's never going to laugh and stuff. He's going to be serious in practice until we reach that goal. And we all have that in our heads, and we know we're not going to get cocky about it because that's what happened last year. And we got knocked off in the regular season because of it. But we got, like, so many people to, like, make proud and stuff that, like, I don't know, we just love the pressure and we just thrive off of it, and we just keep it rolling throughout the season. And that's our mindset. Like, we just want to keep it rolling.
Well, you certainly had it rolling tonight. Conant wins big against Hopkinton, 81-48. They're 3-0 on the season in D3. Chase here from the Hopkinton Hawks. We talked before the game, and we're wondering where you guys were at this point. You're 3-0, scoring a lot of points, going up against a team that you know is probably the best team in the league. They're real good. This just in, huh?
Yeah, they're very good. I mean, playing down here actually even magnifies how good they are, because obviously, you know, everything they shoot goes in here. I mean, they're just a great ball club, and they took care of business today. I mean, they pressured us from the beginning, and we just couldn't get into any offensive sets or execution. They went by us when we tried to defend them. I mean, you got to take your hats off to them, and, you know, it just shows us where we are and, you know, how far we need to go to get to that top tier team.
So after the game in the locker room, what do you say to your team to kind of keep them up? Because not every team in this division is like that, obviously. So you guys can still have a very good season if you can kind of put this one behind you.
Well, I mean, you know, I think we did do a little bit better job in the second half. I thought we brought a little more intensity, and we defended a little bit better, and we attacked the rim a little bit better. So hopefully we can build on our second half. I mean, I think we had 13 points in the first half, and then we scored a little bit more in the second. So hopefully we can build on that. And, you know, we've got another tough game. We got to drive back down here to Messina on Saturday, and then we have Campbell next week. So, you know, we don't have a lot of time to dwell on this loss. We got to get ready and play the next game.
My first look at you guys, and I was really impressed with Gabe Nichols. Finished with 19 points. Seems to be a money in the bank down low. I mean, he can score in a lot of different ways. I also like how McNicholas, Liam, played in the second half. Shots started to fall, but you got a pretty good 1-2 punch. You just need to find a couple other guys to help those two guys out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you play a team like this, ask Central and ask Bishop Brady. I mean, this is not your ordinary Division III, you know, basketball program. I mean, these guys live, drink, and breathe basketball. Well, you know, most of my guys are playing 3 different sports, and they only pick up the ball during the season. We've got some talent. We just got to get it to mold together and keep working on getting better.
All right, Coach. Well, we really appreciate your time, and good to see you out here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.